Well, as for a start, I'm Bechir. I'm a Tunisian. I work for Kharabeesh since almost 3 years. Currently, I hold the position of Chief Business Officer. My experience with and my path with Kharabeesh was a very intensive and exciting one. Today, Kharabeesh is one of the largest online media networks in the region. We're proud of that. What we do is basically producing, co-producing, and partnering with third parties on publishing their content online. This is, of course, the key element of our business, and other elements evolves around it, from growing talents to doing offline activities to merchandising lines and etc. Well, Kharabeesh started first back in 2008. It started due to different reasons. One of them, and the main one, is the need in the market for Arabic content. At that point, there weren't much of Arabic content online across the region. We had less content than actually Poland. And for that, we felt the need to contribute to that, and we felt there is an opportunity in that. And it all started from there. Of course, the way we're working today and our current business model have been evolving during the few past years, and we're now where we are. When addressing a different subject throughout our journey, we've noticed how audience reacts toward it. When it's something that is relating to a hot topic that is trending currently in the region, it goes so popular because people would share their opinions through it. They will engage with it, and that gets us to understand what's happening in the region. They get to share it, and that gets us to go more viral and grow our reach. This did work with us pretty well back in 2011, post-revolutions, especially after Tunisian revolution. It did increase our viewership pretty well. Then we started getting into different segments, such as entertaining content, video production. One of our case studies is Into a Comedy, which is a comedy-based show, stand-up comedy. We have also Into Female, in addition to others from across the region. The good thing is people start connecting more with that type of content. They start liking the talents. They start getting into interaction with them. They start following them and following what they do and what they like. Some figures, well, currently we have around 20 million monthly playback on YouTube only across our YouTube channels. This is a large number at this point. We're aiming at growing it even more. The connection we have with our audience helps us understanding what they want and what they seek. And for that, we aim at satisfying them and ensuring whatever content they actually want. While currently, Kharabeesh, as obviously everyone knows and you know, is a pan-Arab online media network. For that and to grow our reach and more, we're going local. So we're producing a local content that addresses the subject that interests almost every market. For instance, now what's trending with us in Egypt is anything related to political issues. What's trending in Tunisia is almost, for now, mostly is rap. Anything around rap, anything around social issues and such as subject is interesting to the Maghreb region. What's trending in GCC is totally different. What's trending in GCC is more of an entertaining content that feels local and feels close to the audience and the users. On the other hand, when it comes to Levant, we have a multi-taste. We have the entertainment, we have the social aspect also attracting attention. We have also the social talks and the value they add to our audience and how they get to interact with them. The key element for a business such as Kharabeesh success is the quality of its content. As long as our content quality is increasing, as long as we're being up to our audience expectation, we will always be there and we will always keep on growing. Of course, our audience varies from Middle East, Levant to GCC and North Africa, and for that we need to produce different types of content that satisfies everyone. Our business model is evolving. The core is, of course, publishing our content that generates viewership, that grows and grows its reach and grows our reach as a brand. How we're capitalizing on that through different components. We're adding offline shows and offline performances such as Kharabeesh show that have been held recently in 3 different countries, Palestine, Jordan, and UAE, and we're planning to prepare and to deliver more, bigger ones and on a larger scale. We have also the merchandising line when we get people to interact with our content and to get to have products that are related to the brands they like and that they started online. What else we are having now and building around is the value-added services, franchising our brand. For instance, we are very soon launching the Karabeesh Cafe. Those are some of the things we are building around it. Well, there is different opportunities in online video advertising. And one of those is the reporting. The fact that you are having an exact reach, exact targets, the fact that when it comes to video advertising, you're actually paying less and getting more. When it comes to sponsoring and having your brand associated with an existing content that is targeting online audience, is getting to your audience through a new manner, through product placement and product experience. This is something that TV still didn't reach and didn't properly manage to deliver. And of course, the most important fact that we are delivering purely local Arabic content, not franchised concepts. Actually, what bothers us when they get into the online sphere is the fact that they are selling digital as an accompaniment, while digital should be totally standing on its own as a segment, not as an accompanying advertising model. You buy for an advertisement for the TV and you get as an accompanying an online package. I would say also that online audience is the TV audience, while our audience is the audience that seeks online content rather than TV type of content. I see it growing over the next year. I see it tipping. I see it with a large potential and with even more potential in the upcoming few years. The concern at this point is actually people understanding the model and getting to convinced with it and seeing the value on it. That's what we're facing now as an issue. I'll use one example. I think it's more than enough. Last Ramadan we've produced and published a web series that was basically female, involving 2 of an online-born celebrities, Raja'i Qawas and Tima Shomali, and it's been the hit over the Levant market, and not to mention GCC also. This is a huge success. The success have proven that spending on the online sphere and a new model and a new technique can get you to your audience. I would use one of our sponsors as a case study. For instance, we had Skoda as a car brand sponsoring the show, and the fact that they've spent and decided to go with their campaign on this show have had great results on their sales, which basically means that spending online doesn't ensure more exposure. It actually ensures growth in your sales operation, and it affects directly your operations. Our client Skoda had more than 100% coming to their showroom asking to take a picture next to the Tima and Rajai's car, plus 30 asking for a test drive, plus 15 cars sold in a matter of 2 months, and the show is still online and generating viewership. Some of our biggest hits as shows, I'll go our Kharbashat Mutaharrira shows, which is basically a viral videos evolving around political issues across the region. It was a huge success. We've got also our comedy show N2O comedy that have done well throughout the past year. It did reach a large audience. It did ensure a great impact and engage it pretty well our audience. We've got also female and who did the work pretty well with the A+ and B+ classes. Of course, there is a lot more, and I can't see them all at